Well, it was reported tonight that ESPN is acquiring the NFL network, and the NFL will get a 10% equity stake in ESPN. This has been a conversation that's been going on these past several weeks. The deal seemed imminent, and it just came into fruition today. However, I had no idea how long these talks have been going on between ESPN and the NFL for. According to Bob Iger, they've been going on for almost a decade, which is insane. But when I saw this report pop up on my phone earlier, the first place my mind went was, what's going to happen to our beloved Red Zone? The NFL Red Zone is how I consume football every Sunday. That's how a lot of us out there consume football every Sunday. It's the most streamlined and convenient way to watch football every Sunday. Scott Hansen does a fantastic job hosting it, and the live look-ins and real-time coverage, they're so clutch. That was the first thing that popped up in my mind, and let me tell you, if I lost the Red Zone, I would have been in absolute shambles. But we can all take a sigh of relief, as the Red Zone isn't going anywhere. ESPN will be distributing the program to cable and satellite operators, and the NFL will be distributing the Red Zone digitally. The next burning question: what happens with our boy Scott Hansen? Well, that's another thing that I can confirm. 7 hours of commercial-free football will remain hosted by Scott Hansen, and let me tell you, it better remain fucking free. I'll die on this hill. That's the slogan. It better be commercial-free. I don't want to see no damn commercial on the Red Zone. And if I do, ESPN and the NFL, they'll be hearing from me. But Scott Hansen is staying. The witching hour remains. And so, all is well, for now at least. Another interesting components of this acquisition here: NFL fantasy football will be merging with ESPN. And so the official fantasy football league of the NFL is merging with ESPN. I think that's quite interesting. I mean, of course, networks have their hosted leagues out there. ESPN has, CBS, Fox. They all have fantasy leagues. But a media entity being that closely intertwined with the official fantasy football league of the NFL, that's a little interesting. And with ESPN being this close to the NFL now, just the way scheduling may work out, just little components like that, the closeness of ESPN to the league, it's interesting. But I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, so I'm not going to speculate too much. I just think the closeness is something to somewhat raise an eyebrow about. As far as coverage goes, the NFL Network will still air all 7 games that they do every year. There'll be another 7-game year for the NFL Network. ESPN will move 4 of their games over to the NFL Network, and ESPN will license 3 additional games that are carried on the NFL Network. And so, a little bit of shifting around, but not too much. That 10% equity stake that the NFL is receiving in ESPN, the value of this is absurd. I just had to throw this in here. The value is between $2.2 and $2.5 billion. So, the NFL, they'll be doing all right. Money will not be a concern in that family. It's also a relief to know that the NFL will continue to operate NFL Films, NFL.com, and NFL Plus. I don't have an NFL Plus subscription. I should probably get one, but I am an NFL Films junkie. So to know that that's going to live on is a relief to me. So that's great to know. As of right now, this year, we won't see many changes as a result of this acquisition. The NFL Network and ESPN, it'll look mostly the same. A few subtle changes, like I said, those scheduling things there, but not too much. In the future, production could look different. There could be crossover of personalities, partnerships maybe. The only thing that I ask, please do not put Stephen A. Smith or Rex Ryan on the NFL Network. I respect those guys, but I go to the NFL Network for level-headed takes. We don't need the hot take culture coming over and contaminating the NFL Network. I like ESPN for one thing. I like the NFL Network for another thing. We don't need to blend them together. All in all, when I assess this acquisition and what it means from the perspective of the media landscape, it demonstrates that the media world is continuing to shift more towards digital, and a telltale sign of this is ESPN's direct-to-consumer service that's launching late in September this year. It's going to be going for $29.99 a month. People that have cable or broadcast subscriptions, I think a lot of them will get it for free. It'll just be added in, so that's fantastic as well. But that's for like the YouTube TV people like me, that $29.99 a month. What's huge when it comes to that service is now ESPN has NFL programming and inventory to boast to that service, and so it absolutely boosts and amplifies the value of that direct-to-consumer service. But this is a huge move here. Again, we won't see a lot of the changes imminently or immediately, but once this agreement gets officially approved, we'll start to see some more of those changes take place as far as how ESPN and the NFL Network may look. But I want to know from y'all, what do you think of this acquisition? What does it mean to you? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day.